The prospecting channel of the future. Prospecting is not optional. It is the fuel of every small and mid-sized industrial business. Jeb Blount says it very clearly in Fanatical Prospecting. Prospecting is the only reliable way to fill your pipeline with real opportunities. Then we can talk about conversion, qualification, customer management, artificial intelligence, automation, or commercial strategy. But if the pipeline is empty, there is nothing to improve. When I started selling almost 40 years ago, the tools were very limited. A phone attached to the wall, cold visits, trade shows, and a few specialized industry magazines. With those tools, you could maybe create 200 or 250 commercial impacts per year, very little compared to today. But there was one big advantage. Around 70% of the people you contacted were willing to meet with you because you were a useful source of information. Then came the internet, email, websites, posts, social media, and now artificial intelligence. Today, reaching a potential customer costs almost nothing. You can send hundreds, thousands, or tens of thousands of messages. But here comes the great paradox. The easier it becomes to reach a customer, the harder it becomes to get that customer to listen. Because today's buyer does not want to waste time with you. They do not want to visit just to get to know each other. They do not want a generic presentation. They do not want you to explain what they can already find by themselves. They only want to talk to you when they have a real problem, a specific need, or a clear opportunity. That is why more than 10 years ago, I started working in a different way, selecting the right customers, classifying them properly, and staying in touch with very infrequent but very specific messages. No spam, no empty newsletters. No, we are leaders in our sector, only useful specific information connected to the real problems of industrial customers. Over time, this activates two very powerful laws, familiarity and authority. The customer starts recognizing you, they start associating you with knowledge. And when the right moment comes, they call you, not because you chased them, but because you were present when they needed an answer. And someone may say, why not use SEO or SEM like everyone else? Because in technical industrial sales, you do not sell an extruder, a packaging line, or a central drum printing press with one click on a website. A small industrial business does not need likes. It needs qualified conversations. It does not need empty traffic. It needs someone to call, write, and open a real communication channel. And now the change is even deeper. Buyers, especially younger buyers, no longer search only on Google. They ask ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, or any other artificial intelligence model. They do not search with keywords. They explain their problem. They provide context. They ask for solutions. And they ask for possible suppliers. And here is the key sentence. If you do not appear on that short list, you simply do not exist. Many gurus have simply replaced the words SEO and SEM with AEO and GEO. But they are still thinking in the same old way. Visibility, branding, traffic to the website. The problem is that for a small or mid-sized industrial company, the website alone does not convert. The goal is not to be seen by thousands of people. The goal is for one qualified opportunity to open a conversation with you. That is where market selling applied to artificial intelligence comes in. First, understand what customers ask when they are looking for a solution. Second, create answers, content, and documents that increase the probability of being mentioned by artificial intelligence. Third, open a direct channel from that answer to a bot, an agent, an avatar, or a real conversation that qualifies the opportunity. That means automating two critical steps of the pipeline, prospecting and qualification, in a non-invasive way, with authority, and, in this case, with social proof. Because in the customer's mind, ChatGPT said so. And all of this happens exactly when the customer is looking for a solution. Traditional marketing works with big numbers. Mark selling works with useful conversations. Because in industry, one well-qualified contact is worth much more than 100 likes. So the real question is not whether artificial intelligence will change industrial prospecting. The real question is whether your company will be present when your next customer asks ChatGPT for a solution like yours. If you want to talk about new channels for generating industrial business opportunities, write to me at fabio@fabiodance.com or send me a message on WhatsApp or Telegram at +376367324.